This next video is to get you signed up for MyITLab. You'll need some information first. First of all, you need to know what section you're in. Are you in section 50 or 51? And if you go to the announcements page, it is going to give you one of the pieces of information that you need. And that is the code for the class. So I have section 50 and 51. You just need to choose which one that you're in. And what I would do is double click on that code. That will select the entire code. Oops. Sorry about that. And then right click on it and choose to copy it. Or you can simply hold down the control, type C, and that'll copy it to your clipboard so you don't have to remember it and type it again. From the home page, you are going to go to the MyITLab link and click on that, and that will take you to this screen. Now, for your first time in, you're going to register as a student. After this, you'll just sign in. So click on Student, and then you would need to get registered. But it tells you you're going to need 3 things to get started. Your email. Now, your email is your user ID, so your last name, first initial, last 4 digits of your Power Campus ID, just like you use to sign on to the computers on campus to sign into your email, anything like that, at mtc.edu. That's your email. Your course ID is what you just copied. That's what we just copied. And then your access code you will purchase either from the bookstore, or you can actually purchase it online as you sign in if you want to. It says you need a credit card. You can also use PayPal. Sorry. If you don't have your access code yet, and you might be waiting for financial aid, you've got a few days that you have to wait or something like that, you actually have up to 17 days to use this without putting the access code in, but you will eventually have to put it in or your account will become disabled. So we're just going to click Register Now. This is where you will enter your course ID. Now, because we copied it, all you have to do is right-click here with your mouse. I'm using Windows 8 with the touch screen. If you just hold your finger on that and hold that down, that will pop up this menu also if you happen to be using that and don't have a mouse. And you would just put Paste. And it would put the code in and then Continue. Now, if you already have a Pearson account for MyMathLab or MyCompLab or any of those My Something Labs, you don't need to create a new account. What you can do at this point in time is simply sign in to the account you have, and it will add you to this class, so you'll be good to go. If you don't, you will create a Pearson account at this time. Put in all of this information, your email address, username, password. You'll have to enter it twice. It has to match. First name, last name, security question in case you forget that. And I accept this license agreement. So you would do all of that. And then you're ready to go. And the next thing it will do is ask you for your access code. So if we put all of this in, I don't want to put all that in right now. And then you would put in your access code. The bottom of that screen, you also have the ability to purchase your access code, or let me go ahead and put that in. Or it would let me do that, or register at that point in time to buy that. There's also a link at the bottom that says you don't have an access code. Click on that if you don't have an access code, and it will ask you for your access code later. Once you get signed up, you'll go ahead and log in and go to your course. You'll select your course from the list, and this is where you'll end up. We have some things at the top that are just general. So there's an e-text for iPad that you can download if you have an iPad. Your textbook is an e-text. You don't need an e-reader. You don't need an iPad. You can read it off the computer. And there is a book here that you can click on for the e-text. There's also a print upgrade. You can visit the Pearson upgrade store if you really want a book. You can buy a book for $35, free shipping. It gets there in about 2 days. So if you really, really want a print book, you don't like reading off ebooks or computers, you have that option, but it is additional $35. So that's up to you. That's all in that beginning of the modules. The book is also here. You can read the book here. There are other places to read it, and I'll show you that. The course is organized by weeks. Not all weeks do you have something in MyITLab. So if the week doesn't appear, that means there's nothing in MyITLab that week. Week 1, we'll just look at that, and then we'll add some things next week. You're going to read the e-text, which is right here. There's a chapter quiz that you're going to do, 10 questions. You probably want to get around an 80 because this goes into your grade, so you want to make sure that you get a decent score on it. You can take it as many times as you want to improve your grade. There's a lecture, which is just PowerPoint that you need to go through, that just explains PowerPoint to you, and we'll take you through starting PowerPoint and the parts of the screen. And then there are some interactive videos, 1 and 2. You want to go through both of those. The way that these are organized, they're different videos, so you don't have to go through a real long video at once. You can go, they're just 5 short videos that you'll go through to learn that. And if there's something you didn't get, you can always go back to those and go through them again. And we always have the back button that takes us back to that module. And there are 2 groups of those. So tutorial 1 and tutorial 2, you want to go through both of those. They do have different skills in them. So you can see they have some different things in them. So you want to do that. You're going to be working with that and doing those. And then 1 soft skill video that you're going to watch, which is preparing for an interview. What you want to think about as you're looking through this is, how can I use Word or Excel, or how can I use software to do that? So I want you to think about, you have resumes and things like that. Word will really help you do that. You're going to have a lot of contacts when you look for a job. I went to this company. I posted my resume to them. I did this, this, and this. Contact information, you can use Excel or Access to keep track of that. Did I send them a thank you note? Did I not? Did I have a second interview? So all of that tracking. So we want you to look at that. Plus, it's good information when you're looking for a job, things to think about. So this is what you're going to be going through this week, what you need to have done this week on MyITLab. And next week, we'll just do one on the greater projects, which is something else that you'll be doing.